What's going on, everybody? It's SWS Studios bringing you another video. This time we're not going to put a number on it. No numbers. We're just going to have a conversation. We're going to talk about fighting games and smoking weed at the same time. Now, I've been playing fighting games since I was a little kid, so it's easy for me to understand, but you may or may not be a fan. You may or may not, entirely know everything that there is to know about fighting games, but I'm going to do what I can to help you out with that. So, what is a fighting game? A fighting game is more or less a game where two people fight each other. What kind of people? Well, fighting games have puppies, mummies, dinosaurs that get kicked in the dick sometimes. You even got games like King of Fighters that have so many different kinds of characters that you got people like my main man, Lucky Glauber. Now, if you know about Japanese, you know that Glauber is just Glover, which means Lucky is my cousin, which means he can borrow me $20. He's in a whole fighting game tournament fighting against people with superpowers with a basketball. Be fresh though, check out that coat. Fresh as hell. Purple and yellow, just like the Lakers, baby. That's my main man, Lucky Glauber. Then King of Fighters has characters like this. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this was a whole pimp, and yeah, I'm probably right. His name is Mr. Big. That's a pimp smile. That's a pimp coat. That's a pimp hand. I think we're looking at a pimp here. It says he's a crime boss and became somebody's right-hand man, not a pimp yet. Oh, wait, nope. Smoking a cigar, got the coat with the fur on it. I don't know. Seem a little pimpish. And there we have it. He's a pimp. Yep, Mr. Big is a pimp. You can tell from the earring here, the immaculate trim, large pimp vein. That's important because he's always thinking about money, got money on his mind. Remember, this is a fighting game, a game where karate people and taekwondo people train for years, their whole lives. And this man is just a pimp, just come in here and just fight everybody. And let's not forget the DJ. Yeah, I know it's two guys in some suits, but that's what a DJ looks like. His name is Duck King. Get it? Like ducking? He break dances and hangs out with a baby chicken, and that's what he does. He kind of just is a chill dude and knows what's going on because he's always in the club. He's got his little baby chicken friend. He wears the illest clothes. He's always stuck in the 90s forever, and he will never change. Everybody's best friend, Duck King. And again, I just love how, since he's a DJ, he got modernized and just put a suit on and just hangs out with this random other dude who also has a suit on, but he's still just one DJ. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. I don't know about this, but that's Duck King. That's Duck King. Kill him. Now let's get into it. Fighting game characters that revolve around smoke. Let's start off with Smoke. Smoke comes out of Mortal Kombat 2. He was a hidden character there. He pretty much played just like Sub-Zero and Scorpion combined, but that's not what's important. What's important is looking at this guy's character, looking at his face. First, he was very focused and serious. Then, ended up looking like this fool right here. Eyes just redder than the devil. Hair done just been slicked back. So I'm gonna explain to you what happened with Smoke. First, he was a regular ninja. Then he started smoking weed. We have evidence of this from his bio. First of all, take a look at his face. He's just in a different place. He does not look ready for battle. He looked like he's ready for bed. It says here that Smoke remains hidden in Outworld throughout the entire tournament. That means he didn't even fight. He didn't even fight. He was hiding. He was just hanging out smoking. And encountered Sub-Zero in a secret realm. The two began to fight, but Sub-Zero coerced them to remember their long-time history and deprive the battle's continuum. So he's like, bro, I don't want any smoke with you. Get it? I don't want any smoke with you. You got to remember I'm your homie. He was so smoked out, he was just fighting the homie. He didn't even care. And then he ended up getting caught with the bag. He got OR'd and everything, but he's on trial. He's waiting for his sentence, and that's why his face looked like that, because they're about to put a sentence on him where they turned him into a cyborg ninja and he can't smoke weed no more. But smoke is so ill that even on parole, he still kept smoking. And we have evidence of that here, and I'll show it directly to you. Now, what Smoke ended up doing, we get over to his animations here, is first he was really, really, agile. He was just on it, just with it. Like, come on, hey, what you got, what you got, what you got, what you got. Then he started smoking like his namesake, and he just kind of chilled out. He just got one hand up, the other hand's got some weed in it. Then he became a robot, and it seemed like he was legit. He's still moving the way he used to, but he's not moving quite as fast. I wonder why. Here you can see when he was really high, he just kind of jogged a little bit. He's not even trying to run. He's just getting a little bit chunky too, eating all them Twinkies. But what he did was he switched to dabs. This motherfucker's just getting high as hell inside the mask and just passing out. And that's the story of Smoke. Now you move on to Street Fighter, and there's a man known as DJ. Now, I won't trouble you with the old school version of DJ, what he used to look like, but this is what his modernized version is now. He's a fighter from Jamaica, a kickboxer. All he does is smile, play music, and have a good time. He also kicked the shit out you if you get in his face. He can fight like Guile and like Wesley Snipes at the same time. Now he's full on Rasta. He got the illest hoodie, slick hat. I need them pants. I would literally dress like DJ every day if I could. I'd probably wear a shirt, because I don't have, the gym membership or the discipline. Yeah, the discipline. But DJ clearly smokes a lot. Before he was just Jamaican. Now that's a little bit more acceptable. He's going full roster with it. You can tell that the only way that you're going to be able to keep smiling in a world where you have like crazy karate fighters that will shoot fireballs at you, you're going to have to smoke some fire yourself. Moving on to King of Fighters, which I told you about before, has such an eclectic cast. We have a man who's known as a drunken master. He is Chin Gensai. He fights like your typical drunken master with liquor, but he also has a big old pipe that he smokes with and fights with. That's right. He will bust you with this pipe. He will smoke out this pipe. He will use it to set himself on fire and then set you on fire. He's based on a character from the Drunken Master, Jackie Chan movie a long time ago. This is important because as a smoking character, he was based on a man whose name was So High. That's right, the Drunken Master in the Drunken Master that taught Jackie Chan how to be a drunken master through the power of alcoholism. His name was So High. That was his uncle. Now we move on to Tekken. Eddie Gordo. Eddie Gordo is a paradox. Eddie Gordo reminds me of Biggie Smalls, who once said, "The more weed smoke I puff, the more dangerous." He's a capoeirista. He uses a martial art that revolves around having a good time, smiling, dancing, laughing, and singing, but he never smiles. He's never in a good mood. He is a stone cold killer. He got piercings, looked like Lenny Kravitz and Future had a baby, and he is never, ever, no matter how much money he gets, in a better mood. Dude wears bright yellow and green and just is ready to take your throat. Look at it. Look at Eddie. Eddie does not play. He does not play. Got some sick kicks though. His shooting game don't play neither. Look at that. Cold-blooded killer. Eddie Gordo. But his eyes stay low though. You can't squint up from the bottom like that unless you're smoking weed. I prove it to you. Look, he got all that money. He looking out. See his eyes? I'm gonna zoom all the way in. Dude, high resolution. Doom, doom, doom. Lids coming up from the bottom. He's smoking weed. I'm telling you, Eddie don't care. But look at that drip though. Nice ass jacket. I gotta get a jacket like that. You might see me in a jacket like this, just cause, with the gold tip shoes. Anyway, we're gonna move on to a game called Guilty Gear. Now, Guilty Gear is cool because it's got my main man Slayer in it. He's a vampire and a demon and a dad and a boyfriend and just kind of an ill guy. He also runs a vampires like a assassin's guild that's got everybody in it. But he has a pipe. He always smokes out of the pipe. The pipe never leaves his mouth or his hand. He can even blow smoke to block attacks. He throws up all the gang signs at the same time. He doesn't care what you bang. He is ready for it. He ain't even tripping though. It's like, come at me at all times. At all times, he is with it and ready. Give a fuck what you say. Slayer all day, baby. Slayer all day. Guilty Gear is a game that I really enjoy. It's got a lot of characters that are based on different heavy metal and rock and roll references in general. You can see some more Slayer again. Always has a pipe in his mouth or his wife by his side. He even writes poetry for her. And she's immortal, so he gets to drink all of her blood every day, and she just gets it back. And it's fine. It's fine. Dude doesn't even get hurt in a fight when he loses. Instead of dying, he just kind of chills out and just stays smoking. Slayer is never not smoking at all times. Sometimes he cough a little bit from it, but he's never not smoking. Come get you some. Now, my other favorite smoker in all of Guilty Gear is a little lady I like to call Viking. Viking got pink hair and attitude, smokes a long pipe. Plus, she got a sword. It's my kind of lady. It's my kind of lady. Viking only has one arm. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And she's pretty good with the other one. She doesn't use the pipe in battle, but she does always smoke it after she whips the hell out of somebody. Looks a lot like Kenshin. I don't know if y'all know about Kenshin, but look a lot like Kenshin. Viking is also very upset at all times and will not allow you to say anything about her outfit. She has no time for that. Just because she dresses this way does not entitle you to talk to her any kind of disrespectfully. She will cut you up. Viking is so serious about her smoke that even when she gets turned into a pool ball, she still has a pipe in her mouth. Viking stays with the smoke. She don't care. So don't talk to her crazy. Never talk to my Viking like that. That's fighting games. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Again, if you like fighting games, don't forget there's some smoking going on in there. And when there isn't smoking going on, there's always still a really, really great experience. Get together with your friends, spend some time by yourself in practice mode, and overcome those obstacles. Maybe you can't throw a fireball, maybe tomorrow you can. Maybe you get online and you never win. That first time you do and you start ranking up, oh, it feels so good. Fighting games are a way to, again, prove that you're not wrong, prove that you're right, test out the waters, try something different, and tell the truth about how you really see the world. So, smoke a little bit of weed, do a little bit of dabs, and play a whole lot of fighting games. Take care, everybody, and thank you from SWS Studios.